Hey guys, it's me, Rob Nichols here, your Boston-based real estate entrepreneur. And this is video number 2 in my 3-part series about why most flippers fail, guys. And so tonight I'm going to be talking about how to build an all-star team. I'm not talking about a bum team or just regular average folks. I'm talking about folks who get it done, folks who work at a high level, and folks who are going to increase your profitability. And so the first member of that team is going to be an all-star realtor, guys. And the reason it's so important to find a realtor or real estate agent who can assist you if you're an aspiring flipper is, first and foremost, they're going to be able to help you calculate your ARV, which is going to ensure that your numbers make sense so that your game plan works. If you don't know how much you can potentially sell it for, and there's not someone involved who you can keep accountable, they're not just going to give you a fake number, someone you trust, someone who takes pride in their work, someone who has a proven track record, then you really don't know if what you're going to hear from them is going to be 100% accurate. And so that's the first reason you want to get an all-star realtor. The second reason is that they can actually help you find deals. Now, I know there's a lot of strategies out there that'll empower you to do it on your own, but at the same time, you definitely want the help of a pro who can help streamline that process if they have some pocket deals, if they have folks in their network who are looking to sell and don't want to list. It's just a really good idea to work with a local real estate professional, again, in helping you find deals. Another reason you want to work with a top agent, they'll help you get it sold in the end, guys. And this also is from a design standpoint. They may know some of the trends in your area as far as layouts go, cabinet styles, and different features that house needs to have in order to sell quickly and for top dollar. And especially, as you guys know, time is money. The faster you sell your home, the more profitable you're going to be, because there's less mortgage payments you have to make, and that's money in your pocket today versus tomorrow. Let me talk about how to find an all-star agent first, actually. Some of the ways that I would recommend doing this is going on Zillow and browsing the top performing agents in your area. It's free data. Zillow doesn't lie relative to the sales that these agents are doing. You're going to be able to read reviews, so you're going to be able to really vet the agent that you end up selecting. I think Zillow is a great resource. You can go on realtor.com as well. It's another third-party site that has tons of agents. And lastly, you can tap into your network, but be careful. Make sure the people in your network are people you trust and not people that are gonna try to send you down the path of losing your profits and not doing well in this business, guys. You know, folks that are gonna put you on the wrong track. So make sure if you do go to your network that agent has a tried, tested, and proven track record with folks that you know personally and trust. The number 2 member of your team is going to be your contractor, guys. And so this is super important because they also play a role in helping you figure out your your 70% rule, in giving you the cost is going to be in order for you to do the work at the property. And so if you know how much it's going to cost you, you definitely can go ahead and calculate your numbers in a way that will be to your benefit and that are real. You don't want a guy who's going to give you a fake number just to kind of get the business, bait and switch. They'll underbid the job just to get it and then slap you with, oh, this change order, that change order. Before you know it, you're paying double or triple the price, and now you're not making any profit. And so it's super important to work with a contractor you can trust from that perspective. The other piece, they'll also make sure they hit the target as far as the schedule goes. And if they go over, which is normal, they won't go too far over. They'll do everything in their power to get the job done as quickly as possible. They'll be honest and upfront with you. They'll show up when they say they're going to show up and be in constant communication with you. The last thing is that the quality of the work is so important when it comes to flipping, guys. You want to definitely work with someone who's going to deliver that quality, because if it's not that all-star quality in the end, you ain't going to get that all-star price, and you might not even sell the property for a profit. You may get stuck with selling it at a loss or selling it just to barely break even, and you never want that to happen. Some great ways to find all-star contractors. Home Advisor is a really good resource. I've actually found good subcontractors on that site myself over the years. Additionally, you have Angie's List, which some of you may be familiar with. And then lastly, your network. But again, with contractors, the good thing is you can check out their website, you can check out their track record, you can ask them to show you pictures, you can drive by work jobs they're working on now. A lot of contractors, especially if they're good, will invite you to come check out their current projects. That way, you'll see the quality of the work and not just be going based on what they're telling you. Oh, I've done this amount of projects and I can do this, I can do that. They'll actually show you and have a track record of work to back it up. And if they're on some of those other sites as well, you'll be able to read reviews about them on Home Advisor and Angie's List. And again, it's super important to have an all-star contractor, guys. Next member of your team is a top lender. And so, there's definitely all types of loans you can get out there. when it comes to flipping houses, banks are typically risk averse, and flipping is a high risk business. And so most banks will shut you down, turn you down. And so where do you turn in that case? Hard money lenders, folks. And for many of you, you know I'm a hard money lender, and you have to beware with who you go with. Obviously, I'm here to help and advise you. One of the perks that a lot of my clients enjoy when they work with me is that I actually evaluate the deal from a flipper's perspective and really kind of help you crunch the numbers and come up with a game plan to make sure the deal makes sense and that you're not setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for success. Beware of the loan to own loan sharks out there, guys. That's guys who will put you in the situation where, oh yeah, we'll get you funded, we'll get you the deal. And then sure enough, they're loaning you the money so they can own it eventually and foreclose and take it away from you. And so definitely you want to be super careful with who you select. If you are interested in getting a hard money loan from me or my team, you can reach us at www.bostonrealtyfunding.com, and we'll be more than happy to provide you with a hard money loan for any flips anywhere in the United States of America. We provide funding anywhere in the country, so check out the website. Had to plug the hard money, of course. And then lastly is the top accountant, guys. As I said in video number 1, if you watched it, don't give Uncle Sam any more than he deserves. You definitely want to increase your profits by increasing your write-offs and decreasing the amount you end up owing at the end of a project. And this comes from working with an experienced accountant who has helped people who have flipped. I ain't talking about an H&R Block accountant. I'm talking about a real CPA or someone who understands what real estate investors need when it comes to structuring their bookkeeping from the beginning. This is why you want to start talking to folks as you get closer to moving forward and getting closed, because it's just so important to maintain and maximize your profits, guys. So a good way would be to Google some CPAs and Google some local accountants. Check with your network, but you definitely want to work with folks who understand what it takes in order to help flippers maximize their profits and minimize what Uncle Sam is going to take from you in the end. Lastly, as far as your last team member, you definitely want to have an all-star attorney to review documents and contracts. A lot of the lenders you're working with will provide you with a recommendation on an attorney, and it's in their best interest to get you someone who's good. But if you have a good attorney, you definitely want to rely on them and their expertise when it comes to negotiating contracts, with the offer, with the purchase and sales contract, and definitely with the closing docs to explain things to you that the lender's providing to make sure you fully understand what it is you're signing. Definitely there's a lot of resources out there to find lawyers as well on Google. So you definitely want to Google some real estate attorneys if you don't have any in your immediate network, that you trust or that someone can recommend to you. I wish there was one website I could recommend going to get top-notch legal help, but I also understand that everywhere in the country is a little bit different. The law profession is very vast, very broad. Just make sure you check with them to see if they've helped other flippers as well. It's important that they understand and that they're a real estate lawyer. That's really the big key here. I know I did one deal one time. This was a political lawyer, never done a real estate closing in their lives. I ended up doing the closing myself, believe it or not, and I'm not even an attorney, so that tells you how bad it was. I felt real bad for the buyer, but it is what it is. We got the deal done. That's whatever it takes. So that's pretty much it, guys. Definitely hope you found this helpful. If you're feeling these videos, hope you're learning from them. Feel free to subscribe and give me a shout. And otherwise, as always, we got the next video coming. The last video in the series, where after that one, I'm going to provide you with instructions on how to get my master flip plan that will empower you to be an all-star flipper out here and flipping for big profits. Hope you found this helpful. And as always, stay tuned for more.